Hi, today I'm going to show you how to solve a Shikaku puzzle. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's okay. Shikaku is a logic puzzle with a grid. Each box, or not each box, but most of the boxes have a number in them. That number tells you how many squares the box should cover. The boxes must complete rectangles and cannot overlap. Here are some more rules. Rule number 1, it says, is divide the grid into rectangles with the number in the cells. And then rule number 2 is each rectangle is to contain only one number showing the number of cells in the rectangle. So now we're going to go and actually, let me show you an example before we practice the problem. So you can see that there's a lot of numbers around this grid. There's 4, 8, 9, 2, 4, and so on. So let's look at the number 4. So for example is that the number 4, we would have to make a square or a rectangle that only contains 4 of these little boxes. And for the 8 as well, all the numbers, you would have to make a square or a rectangle that contains that number in that box. So if we go here, we can see the 8 is now a rectangle and the 9 is now a square. And in the 8, it only contains 8 boxes and the 9 only contains 9 boxes. Here's the final solution for that problem. You can see the 4 is a square, the 3 is like a rectangle, and so on. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna practice our own problem. So here's the problem I wanna show you how to do. So we're going to look at the 4 first, and we're going to see, can it go that way? No, but it could go this way, so we'll put it that way. And then let's look at this 4. We can't put it down because then it's going to block the 3 and the 2, or mainly the 3, so we'll put it that way. And then the 3, we're going to put it out, the 2 as well. The 3, perfect. We could put it down like that, the 4 down, and that's how and now it's completed. And you can see that the 4, there's 4 squares, the 5, there's 5 squares, the 3, there's 3 squares, the 2, there's 2 squares. So in each of the boxes or rectangles or squares, there's that amount of number that's there that says to be that amount of numbers. So to be honest, I didn't have a set strategy at first. I just figured it out as I went. Paying attention to each of the numbers started to help me more, because I started to understand that in each square or rectangle, there has to be that amount of numbers. That's the basics of a Shikaku puzzle. The key is to match numbers in each box and make rectangles without overlapping them. Like for example, let me see. Let me show you an example of what you can't do, like the overlapping. So for example, which one can I use? Let's use, so the 3 is going down, right? And then let's say you want to put the 4 that way. You can't overlap it with the 3, so that would be wrong. But yeah, that's the basics of a Shikaku puzzle. As you practice, you get to understand it more, and it actually becomes fun and satisfying to solve. Thanks for watching.